So we're here at the press day of the LA Auto Show. We're only here for a couple more hours, but there is one car we had to come and see, and that is the brand new Audi e-Tron Sportback. It's kind of a fastback version of the e-Tron SUV, and in a world where everyone's going crazy about SUVs, it's quite nice to see a car company come along and say, you know, we acknowledge that not everyone wants the huge luggage carrying capabilities of an SUV. They want something with a little bit more of a sporty vibe, and that's what we've got here in the Audi e-Tron Sportback. Now, interestingly, underneath, if you took everything off, these two vehicles would be identical underneath. They've got the same battery packs, the same 95 kilowatt hour battery pack, plus a smaller battery pack option in certain key markets. They've got the same all-wheel drive train. They've got the same basic power electronics. It's basically everything from the wheels up that's slightly different here. This is a much sportier look. There's a little less headroom in the back. And when this comes to market, it's going to be sold alongside the e-Tron. So this is not a replacement for the e-Tron. This is essentially comparable in some ways to some of the sportbacks that we've seen from Audi with their internal combustion engine SUVs. The wheelbase for this obviously is identical to the e-Tron because they're based on the same platform. And Audi has done something very interesting. Although the battery pack is the same as it is for the e-Tron SUV, they've tweaked some of the power electronics. Now, the e-Tron SUV was a bit controversial because Audi reserved quite a large amount of capacity in the battery pack and didn't give you full access to all of that power when you were driving along. And it resulted in a smaller range than you might expect for a car with a massive 95 kilowatt hour battery pack. For the e-Tron Sportback, we're told Audi has effectively unlocked a little extra capacity. Audi's not going to tell you exactly how much has been unlocked, but some of the range figures we've heard are talking into the 250s to 270s for Europe and maybe the 230, 240 for North America. In terms of pricing, we haven't got full official pricing for all markets yet. This car is going to slowly roll out over the next couple of months. It will be arriving in the United States sometime in the middle of next year. In terms of pricing, we can expect it to be a high-end premium car like the rest of the Audi e-Tron family. It's not going to be something that you're going to buy with Mustang Mach-E money. The Mustang Mach-E is going to be significantly cheaper than this. I'm going to estimate we're looking somewhere between $85,000 to $95,000 in the US, but don't quote me on that because I'm still waiting for final specification and pricing for each individual market. But in terms of looks, I like it. It's a very subtly different car, but I'm a fan of the more sportback feel. I'm a fan of wagons as well, and this is, to me, a little bit of a halfway house between your traditional hatchback and your wagon. It doesn't feel as big or as bulky as the e-Tron SUV. And while the e-Tron SUV is not necessarily a massive vehicle, this does feel a lot more manageable. You'll see the version we've got here of the show car does have the rear view cameras. They're not coming to the US yet because they are still illegal over here. And that does mean that the range will be slightly reduced compared to other markets. I don't know when this is coming to New Zealand, but I think it's going to be a hit with Kiwi buyers, especially those who are nice and active, but necessarily don't feel that they want an SUV, don't want something quite that large. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and we'll be back soon. Ka kite! See you soon.